to the god Aeon, right? Or Uranus, the Greek god, right? He's one of the Titans, right? That's married to Gaia, right? When we look at the word Kali Ma, we look at Ma as earth, right? Silver comes from the moon, gold comes from the sun, right? Mercury, evidently Mercury, copper, Mars, right? So we're moving on. As you see all the satellites, you got Ophelia. Ophelia is the goddess of slavery, right? Then you got Abyssina, which is the abyss, right? Or the abyss bird, right? So we're looking back at Thoth itself and the Abyssinians, right? Which is Kemetin, right? The Akkadians, also Enki, which is the god of the abyss. So when we look at the well, we look at the Kaaba. The four sides of the Kaaba represents the four winds. The four winds represents the four gates. The four gates represents the four gatekeepers. So we know the north is where, you know, the Luciferian doctrine came from, or the winter triangle, or the winter vortex, right? Then we look at the south represents the Kemet, Orion, Sirius, right? Osiris, right? Orion Sirius group, right? It's just a quick breakdown for you. Also moving forward, you got the you also have the gatekeepers, right? We just basically 2023 Nibiru. If you look at Nibiru, it's actually the nebula, right? Or nebula of Orion, right? Which is the rotating star, the gravitational star that gets its energy from the atomic sun, right? Which is the sun give off solar energy. So we know Venus gives off a lot of magnetic energy. You follow? So the Kabbalah, they pray to the morning star, which is the morning star is the magnetic energy under the electromagnetic force field, right? So using all of these vortexes in Christmas 2021, the black sun was arrived, which is Saturn, was closest to Earth, right? So it was allowing us to, you know, basically, so it was allowing us to trap the disagreeable beings on Earth, earthbound, which is the moon worshippers, or the werewolves, the vampires, etc. You know, the underworld recipients that came from the underworld, which is the center of the Earth, the inner Earth, right? So you know that the werewolf is related to the raptor, right? So we got 144,000 raptors, you follow? And the council of 144,000 that represents Sanat Kumra, right? The peacock feather. So we had to use all of these avatars to trap these particular beings here. So now the sun is burning them out, right? And after the 2030, it's a new beginning, you follow? So I just like to drop that science to you, man. What I do, true light. That's why they was trying to implement that dog DNA in your boy, you feel me? And in the Negus, you heard, to try to change up the narrative of what was going on by the Grand Rising, you follow? So as we look at it, you know that El Kadar, or St. George, was cursed as a merman, right? Impotence, and also couldn't get out the bed, you follow? So this is something that the Knights Templar like to use a lot. You follow what I'm saying? In the UK, that's all they really could do, really, is use vampires and werewolves and whatever they know, which is the Gaelic, Scottish rites, and you know, the Celtics or whatever. But it's game over. You follow? Because you know, Tutankhamun, Cleopatra, that's his wife. You know, it's a lot of it's two gatekeepers. Either they coincide together or they go against each other, which is the North Gatekeeper and the South Gatekeeper. But you know, the Abba original, or we should say the Yahweh or the Most High, the Ra, he represents all gates. You follow? True light.